Hello, I'm JP Atueyi. I'm the author of the book Rich, Young, and African. A month ago, my editor shared a video with me. It was about a man that went from being broke to making $1.2 million a year. At the end of this video, I'm going to share with you my three takeaways. But first, let's watch the video.
Excuse me, sir. Question for you.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever been broke before?
Broke?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Yeah?
Last year,
What happened last year?
I got broke. Everything fell apart for me.
And what line of business are you in
I
now?
was in exotic car rental business. There used to be a lot of money on the ground. All of a sudden, it all went away, so I changed over to roofing.
How have you grown this business over the last year?
Well, through social media. And I pull up in that Ferrari right there. When I pull up to the Ferrari to the people's house, and I say, hey, listen, hey, ladies, is your man taking care of the bills? He taking care of the whole? If he's not, I'm going to take care of it for him.
How much money has your business done in the last year?
1.2 million.
$1.2 million.
Yeah, roofs, yes.
How did you get the money to start? Because you said that you went broke.
I started from scratch. I met some guys, they was up on the roof, and I said, hey, how much they paying you for that? They said, well, we're paying $5,000 for this roof. So I went to the person next door, and I said, hey, do you need your roof done? They said, yeah. I said, well, that's $10,000. She said, okay. So I gave them 5, and I kept 5. So then I realized I can make money off everybody else. So I started off with nothing.
And how old are you now?
I'm 54.
If you were to go back in time and have a conversation with your 20-year-old self, what's the number one piece of advice you would give to your younger self?
Save your money. Because I blew a lot of money in the clubs, and I blew a lot of money on women. You ain't gonna get none of that back. Because guess what? They're gonna go on to the next guy, you ain't gonna have nothing. And that's what happened to me.
So don't chase anything.
Don't chase it. The money gonna come. I blew money in the club. I was spending $5,000 a night in the club buying bottles. And I could turn around and spend that $5,000 and bought some property. The only person that made money off me was the club. So if anything, I would start a club up right now if everybody's spending the money already.
So you made a lot of money over these years.
Yeah, man. A lot of money and blew a lot of money too.
So this man went from broke to making $1.2 million a year. You know, a lot of times we think that you need money to make money. Money is an important component for making money, but it is not the most critical. The number one thing you need is knowledge, information. I want to talk to you about Afia. Afia is a term brought together or adopted by the Igbos in Nigeria, right? So after the Civil War, back in 1970, the Nigerian government popularized the Igbos. So what it means is that no matter how much you had, your money was converted to 20 pounds. So off the get-go, the Igbos were poor, right? But they say that necessity is the mother of invention. When you become or when you find yourself in a desperate position, you will begin to think outside the box. You begin to realize that money is not the most important thing to make money. So what's Osafia? Osafia is what we call today the middleman. A middleman is the guy that connects a buyer and a seller and makes a commission out of it. We have fancy words for them today. Um, affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is a term that originated somewhere in the 80s. But affiliate marketing is the same as Afia. It's just a middleman coming together and bringing a buyer and a seller and taking a commission. So this is how it worked. After the war, most Igbo men moved to Lagos, which was the commercial hub of the nation, Nigeria. So I go to a market and I figure out who sells shirts, who sells shoes, who sells belts, cufflinks, water, provisions, whatever. I understand the whole market as a whole. Then I take that information and I tell the owner that, hey, I will bring you a customer and I will do a markup. The customer will pay your price and you pay me the difference. And we agree. the seller has no reason to object because I'm bringing the customers and he's going to make his money anyway. So if, for instance, this water is sold for 100 naira and I, as a seller, want 100 naira for this water, the Osofia guy will come and say, hey, I will bring a customer that will give you 150 naira for this water. You will take the 150 and you will give me 50 naira and take your 100 naira. Of course, I'm going to say yes if I'm the seller because I lose nothing. I get my full price. I'm not extending any discount. And I make a sale. The Osofia guy gets his 50 naira for the hustle. The buyer gets the product they came to buy, and I will save them time. So armed with this information, having understood your market and what it costs, I then go out to the market square. In the market square, I start looking for potential customers. So now I'm the Osofia guy. I see somebody walking into the market square and I approach him and I say, hey, what are you looking to buy? He says, I'm looking for a bottle of water to buy. This is an example. And I said to him, okay, I sell water. Come, let me take it to my shop and I will give you the water to buy. The guy asks me, how much is the water? I say 150 naira. My water is excellent. It has no taste. It has no odor. It's sealed. It's a name brand. You will love it. Come on with me. And so the guy says, okay, let's go. As we are going, I begin to butter him up. This is your shirt. It looks very nice. So, did you stash it? This is your shoe. How did you buy it? It's awesome. I like this your glasses. I just begin to butter him and make him feel really good about himself. It's all part of the tricks in making my market sell. Then eventually, I take the person to the seller and I say, Emeka, please bring water for this customer. 1 bottle for this customer. Emeka goes, brings the water and gives it to the customer. The customer gives Emeka 150 naira. Emeka takes his money, gives the customer the water. As the customer is about to leave, I follow the customer. I'm like, sir, here's my business card. I sell water. I sell shoes. I have other shops in the market. If you want to buy shoes, I will say to you, this is your shoe. Something like that, I have it. You want to buy wristwatches? You want to buy eyeglasses? Give me a call. Whenever you're coming, call me and I will prepare the materials for you up front. So now, I've not only made a commission on this customer, I've extended services in case he needs additional services for him. I've advertised additional service. None of this service I actually own. None of this product I actually own. What I have is knowledge about the services and the products and where this customer can get it without walking around the whole market searching for the goods, while getting the seller to make money and I make money. It's exactly what this man did in this video. He went broke. He was working and he saw people fixing the roof. How much do you fix your roof? $5,000. He went to someone that needs a roof. He tells the person it's $10,000. They agree. He brings the worker to the person that needs a roof. They fix the roof. They pay him $10,000. He gives the workers $5,000 and he walks away with $5,000. There's another important thing you need to understand about this. Also, Afia is something that helped the Igbos post the war to come out of poverty. Many people started this way to ultimately then have their own shops and then do their own business and then became very successful. The Igbos in Nigeria today are arguably the most successful tribe, maybe in the whole of Africa, but definitely in Nigeria. So that's my first take. You don't need money to make money. If you leverage on Afia, middleman, affiliate marketing, there are many different ways that you can make money without having money. But there's something you need to remember. Knowledge is more valuable than hard work. Hard work is important, but you see knowledge. The roofers did all the hard work. The middleman brought the knowledge and walked away with as much money as the workers. Think about that when next you want to think about how to make money. My second takeaway from watching this video is Think and Grow Rich. Now, Think and Grow Rich is actually a book by Napoleon Hill. I will encourage you to read that book if you haven't. I want to talk to you about Igba boy and the story of Cosmas Maduka. Igba boy was another derivative business model created by the Nigerian Igbos post the Civil War. Now, because these Igbos had started doing well in Lagos, they had their own shops and their own goods, they gradually started going back to the east to bring their brothers and cousins to teach them the trade in an apprenticeship. So the way it works is you pick up your brother from the village, bring him back, and he will work with you for 6 years. In that 6 years, you won't pay him. You'll be responsible for his feeding, his accommodation, his clothing. And you will teach him the whole intricacies involved in running that business. How you buy your goods, where you buy them from, how much you sell them, how you do your marketing, how you sell, how you make profit. They will be taught the whole shebang about that business. Now, after 6 years, you will then now open up a shop for them, put goods in there for them, and give them a startup. And then they will now run their own business, and if they become successful, they will later go back to the village and bring another brother or cousin and repeat, rinse and repeat. This is one of the things that the Igbos use to transform themselves from being the poorest tribe in Nigeria to arguably the richest tribe in Nigeria. But now, Cosmas did his own Igba boy with his uncle. But after 6 years, his uncle reneged on the agreement and gave him a paltry 200 naira to start his own business. 200 naira. Now, Cosmas, I was watching a video where he said, they asked him, were you angry with your uncle when he gave you this 200 naira? He said, no. I looked at the positive. I focused on the positive. He said, what are the positive? I have learned the business. I have understood the business. I have gained all the possible knowledge I can gain from my uncle. But most importantly, I have gained freedom. How much do you put on freedom? Freedom. Freedom to do things the way I think. Because as long as he worked for his uncle, he did things the way his uncle thinks, the way his uncle wants. But now he's able to do things the way he wants. Now, I watched another video where Cosmas talked about how he approached a man who had a big shop and was selling all manner of goods. And of course, he couldn't afford to get a shop. So he went to the man and said, can I rent this small portion of your shop? Just a small portion of your shop, like a sublet. And I'll put my goods there and I'll be selling from there. The man agreed. Didn't cost the man anything. If anything, it's subsidizing the man's rent. So he went ahead and started from that small shop. And with time, he grew into having a whole big shop of his own. Today, Cosmos is a billionaire. And he has a conglomerate called Coscharis Group. Simply because he was willing to start small. Took the knowledge he had learned from his uncle removed animosity, removed bitterness from his life, and focused on his quest to make money. So that's my second take out of this. Think and grow rich. Stop worrying about what people think or what people will say or how people will react. Focus. Think. Look around you. Nigeria is a country with problems, left, right, and center. So rather than sitting down and complaining about all the many different problems, think, how can I solve one of these problems? If I can solve one major pain point for people, I will go from being broke to being rich. Think and grow rich. That's my second take from watching this video. My third takeaway from watching this video is that you need to learn to budget before you spend. Learn to budget before you spend. Every month, when I get paid, if I receive any income at all, before I spend 1 naira of it, I first of all open up my Excel spreadsheet. And I open up my spreadsheet and I do my budget for the month. Then after I do my budget, I move all the money to their respective bank accounts from which I will spend my money. I talked about it extensively in a different video. You can use the link up to watch that if you want. So I won't go into details of why I have separate bank accounts. But the most important thing you need to understand is that you must have a budget every month. If you need my free budgeting template, I have a link in the comment and description where you can grab that. It will help you manage your money. Every month, when you get paid, you break down all your costs per month and you look at the things that are necessary and the things that are not. You begin to see where you are wasting money that you can push around and put in investment. Every month, I save about 25% of my income, which goes towards my savings for investment. And also, we must learn to have an emergency fund. That man went broke and literally had to go and start looking for another way to make money. Lucky for him, he was able to leverage his knowledge and street smart to make that money. If you lose your job today, what would you do? Do you have an emergency fund that will protect you from now till when you find another job? Do you understand the economic situation in Nigeria today and how difficult it might be for you to find another job? Do you understand it could take you 6 months? It could take you 1 year to find another job? So, what do you do to protect yourself so that when that happens, or if that happens, you are not going around borrowing money and then going into debt and then making enemies of your friends because now you have borrowed money from them that you cannot pay back? So if you listen to him, he said, when they asked him, what advice would you give to a 20-year-old self? He said, save my money. He blew a lot of money clubbing and spending money on women. But ultimately, when he went broke, he had no fallback. Again, he was lucky to have the knowledge to adapt and find a better paying job. But learn from his experience. People in their 20s are not even the worst people to do this because most people in their 20s hardly have money. It's people in their 30s and 40s that have money. But the more money we make, the more money we blow. If you think that it's until you have money that you can invest or you can save, I guarantee you, if you can't do it while you have little, you can't do it when you have large money. So you must have this at the back of your mind. You do not spend any money until you have accounted for where your money will go. So at the end of the month, you're not wondering, where did my money go? Instead, you are telling your money where to go. Saving, investing is a critical component of making money. Stop blowing money anyhow. There's something someone once said to me. If I want to buy a PlayStation and they say that PlayStation costs 500,000 naira, Can I buy two? If I can't buy two, I can't afford to buy that PlayStation. If I can't buy two, I cannot afford to buy that PlayStation. So if I have 500,000 naira and if I use it, then I don't have again another 500,000, I can't afford it. I have to wait until I can buy it twice before I know I can afford it. So these are my takeaways. If you want to learn more about your journey to financial freedom, I've written a book. This book will change your life. Rich, Young, and African. Available on Amazon, Seller, and Roving Heights. The links are in the description and the comment section. I would like to hear from you what you think about my takeaways, what you agree with, what you disagree with. Put that in the comment section and let's learn from each other. I will catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.